Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We are off to Florida today with the Cajun Blade.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, what are you doing out there? Come on in and meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of friends hanging out in the live chat. They'd love to meet you too. And for our mention today, we would like to mention this newer artisan, the Cajun Blade. Around Mardi Gras, we covered their Bon Temps barbershop. And y'all, our skirts were blown up so high they have not come down yet. A beautiful new take on a barbershop. And for me, a perfect contender for the Marcus's best friend's house scent when I was growing up. His mom used way better laundry stuff than we did, had way better cleaning stuff than we did, must have used it way more often. His house smelled magical and homey and nostalgic, and this does all of that for me. What do you get from this one?
You know, I feel like I'm at a brand new place I've never been, like a new hotel lobby, like somewhere where there's a little adventure, but I like the sweeter side of the powder that's used here.
And for our soap today, Eric at the Cajun Blade has sent us out 2 soaps to review for free, and this one, Destin Breeze, is his newest. Let's meet it! All right, y'all, from the Cajun Blade page at Etsy.com.
For over 32 years, Destin, Florida has been our family's sacred summer tradition. All 5 of my children and now my 3 grandkids still come along each year to spend sun-soaked days on a pontoon boat at Crab Island. The white sandbars, emerald green water, and warm Gulf breeze are more than memories. They're part of who we are.
Destin Breeze is a tribute to those perfect days anchored on the water at Crab Island with the smell of salt, seagrass, and coastal pine in the air. This shave soap captures it all in every lather.
Crafted with a premium tallow base for a rich protective lather, and scented with a masculine coastal blend that's fresh, grounding, and unforgettable.
Well, y'all, if it's anywhere near as unforgettable as their Bon Temps barbershop, we are in for a treat. Let's take it out of the box. All right, y'all, this is how they come from the Cajun Blade. We have not peeked inside here yet. Oh, lovely.
What do we got?
Let's see. Oh, very fancy. Look at the tissue paper.
I think it's more of a hot sauce kind of splash style. Oh, that is what it is.
Are you kidding me? Oh, look at that. It's in a hot sauce bottle from the Cajun Blade.
Genius.
Makes perfect sense to me. That's fabulous. Oh, and here's how they come. Y'all, tell me that when you see the picture on this label, a sense of calm doesn't wash over your body. That's phenomenal.
Oh, and these are the bigger tubs. The other ones were 3.5s. These
right.
now upgraded to 5 ounce.
These are the old ones, and these are the new ones, y'all. Y'all, Eric also sent a second set in here, so we're not going to peek too hard. Stay tuned for an upcoming episode. All right, y'all, I think it's time to take these 2 perfect beachy friends out for a first impression. All right, I think you were even more beachy in your soul than I am, so I want you to have a first impression first. See what you think.
That was my one rule for college, is I had to be able to wear flip-flops. That was my rule.
You almost went to Hawaii.
True. It says Bella Rose Fragrance Collection, TCB F1 Brangus base. That must be the new tallow base.
I wonder if this is someone who does his perfuming.
Right? We'll have to check it out.
All right, take it in, see what you get.
See what that perfuming brings. Here's what the pour looks like, y'all.
Very nice.
All right. Off to Florida we go.
All right, take it in. You on the panhandle? Where are you at? Key West?
I have not been to Key West, but I want to say this could be close to that. I smell the light sand beaches, like where you can see through the ocean to the bottom, and it's that lighter aqua color. Like there is just something sweeter about the sand and the water there. Not necessarily like citrusy, crazy aquatic coming through, but I know I'm on the water. I know there's a little saltiness in the air, and I have no worries at all. I just want to stay there, that calm, that just like you can can hear the lapping of the waves against the boat. Like, there's just not much to worry about. You're not worried about time or anything. Like, that comes across in this scent.
Love it. Is it like sandy? Like, what's the central scent note?
Yes, there's sand, but it starts with the sand, I think, for me. And then I'm taken offshore to more of the ocean kind of blues. But there's sweeter kind of things happening to this water. Not gourmandy, but there may be like a sweeter floral or something that makes me know this is more of a summertime kind of vibe.
Right.
Like, because ocean for us could be crazy, sea salty, like
Cold.
And it's not that. It's the warmer waters, which I know you get more in Florida.
Right.
And you can see that lighter aquatic color too. It's not our ocean here.
Right.
There's something sweeter. It doesn't go citrusy. I think it's a floral, but it's done different. Like, I know we have other aquatics.
Right.
This is still a different type of aquatic. Like, it must be that Crab Island coming through.
Right.
There's a little saltiness in the air, but again, it's not somehow as salty as our water. There's something at the end of this that I dare you to try not to smile. Like, there's something in this that just, I can't help it. Like, I do feel like I could just jump through that scene I was reading earlier and I'm on the boat because there's something in the smile part that I think it's a sweeter floral. Maybe it turns into more citrus at the end, but it's a lighter, brighter, like the perfect temperature of sunshine on your face.
Right.
If that could be a smell, that's what I'm getting at the end of this. So I'm sure when I read the scent notes, there'll be other florals listed in there and I'll be like, that's what it was. But I kind of enjoy not being able to pick what one it is.
Now, we've got a few beachy scents in our collection. Is there a sense of sunscreen in this? Because I find that's a bit ubiquitous.
No, and I don't think there's a coconutty thing either. Like, you're right. Some of those stereotypical,
different.
like, summer ones,
Right.
I don't think that's coming across here. Like, that's why
Gotcha.
this is a different beach for me. I know I'm there, but you're right. I think it goes more of the floral citrusy side, but it's not a feminine floral. It's a floral that helps me know I'm got that fresh breeze off the water.
Nice. Now, do you remember Bleu de Chanel, Deep Blue Sea by Sterling? Is there a little bit of a similar aquatic to that one?
It's lighter here.
Gotcha.
That one goes a deeper blue.
Right.
This one is more of, it's not Aqua de Boracay. But when I smelled that, how different that aquatic was,
Right.
I would put this in that a different type of lane. Not the same one, but like when I think aquatic, I think some of our other more mainstream like dupes kind of thing.
Right.
The like Aqua de Boracay and this go off in different directions, different beaches, but a similar kind of vibe that they're telling their own story.
Right. For me, you're kind of describing not so much a deep blue scent, but like a turquoise,
Yes.
Tiffany blue ocean scent.
For sure. Like the sparkling water kind of thing. Like, I feel like it's that. Like somewhere, at least for us, that we would not get unless you're on vacation. And to them, that's what their summer vibe is. And I get that coming through. The picture of the sand dollar is like the lightest, brightest side for me.
Right.
And then like in this label, the water here, that's as dark as this scent gets to me. Not even the font here. Like I'm picturing that brighter, like vibrant kind of color of the ocean that comes through.
Y'all, Ocean Beach, Stinson Beach, both about an hour from here, both world famous, but more for the surfers. They are not about blue water for the sunbathers. They are about gray, muddy water for those giant waves the surfers are looking for. I have to go all the way to like Nassau before I see water that color, or, well, Florida.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I was actually picturing in my mind, we've been looking at the cruise stuff for Disney.
Right.
And Castaway Keys, like that color, that it looks like it shouldn't be real, but it is. That's the color that's coming to mind. And I know I keep mentioning like florals and citruses, but to me, this is not a masculine or feminine. This is the place.
Gotcha.
So I know sometimes that comes across like in the perfuming world having to be one or the other, but here it's not. I really do feel like it's that vacation, decompressing, kind of just enjoying life, floating above the water without any worries. That is coming through. I don't know how they got it. I've never been to this beach, but I feel like I have now just by taking a whiff of this.
I can feel the inner tube under my arms, y'all. All right, hold on. Pass that over. I am so excited for my second Cajun blade whiff. I love the first one so much. Y'all, I crack this open all the time just to take a whiff. All right, here we go. Take it.
This is a completely different location, but it's fun to get to know the artisan.
Gotcha.
Right? It's summertime.
Y'all, look at my face. I love my Bleu de Chanels. I love my Aqua de Gios, but to a certain extent, those insist upon themselves. For me, those are such strong personalities. There's not room for mine. What's been created here is an aquatic in the same sort of lane, but from the ground up, built to be something kinder, built to be something more accessible, built to be something more of your friendly personality than insisting that you know this is an aquatic. What a gorgeous balance this is. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pick out some individual notes.
I know, it's a little hard. Just enjoying the landscape for a second. And then
All right, for me, like you, the sense of a beautiful white sandy beach that doesn't dive down too far into the dustiness or stoniness of the sand. Keeps it very much a perfumer's whimsical version of that beach. And then, yeah, we head right out to sea. But y'all, this water is only 8 feet deep at the absolute most. And y'all, the color of this wall behind me is not far from how I'm seeing it. And I'm having trouble separating that sandy vibe from a little bit of a fruity vibe. And it's not a specific fruit. I think some aroma magic's been done in here where it's just one of those amazing molecules that's the heart of a fruit, that's the fruitiness, the muddledness of a fruit without having to be a specific fruit. Then we go on more of an adventure. Hold on.
see if there's a floral thing to you, because I got that part.
100%. And that's how the beach is being done from the perfumer's perspective. Yes, there's sand there, but that sweet open ocean air is being done with a little white fruit, a little jasmine maybe, or maybe a lily of the valley, something in there woven together with a little hint of rose or something to give you that fresh air. But I think you're right. Give it to you in a very masculine floral way. And then in the base notes, I'm getting a little bit of a saltiness and a little bit of a kind of green, earthy driftwood kind of sense, which makes perfect sense to me. But y'all, this is about the tops and the mids. This does not go deep. This does not go spicy. There is nothing patchouli territory in here at all. And yet, even though it plays in all of those lights and the fruits and the florals, it is definitively masculine in a way that's so calming. Like, I don't even think I'm gonna have energy for a walk after I put on the splash.
Like, if you need a vacation midweek, this is the perfect one to reach for.
And you know, if you do know South Padre from Sterling, that is a little bit more of a realistic beach. That's got a little bit of those squinchy, earthy notes that are in some of the Creed Mountain Man kind of cologne homages. The sweetness on that is subdued. The sense of sunscreen is in the background. Y'all, this is different. This is turned inside out and upside down. This is a dreamy sense of that beach. This is the end of Shawshank Redemption in Sewataneo, where the camera's just pulling back and all you can see is blue turquoise water and white sand so bright it almost blinds you. That's what this gives me.
That's a good image to put, because I feel like it is like the postcard version in the best of ways. Like, it's the most beautiful lens you can look at this place.
And I think we've unlocked just about every secret we can find. Why don't we go back and look at the set notes? All right, y'all, back to the Cajun Blade page on Etsy.com. We start with top notes, fresh and uplifting of
ozone, sea spray, and salty driftwood air. Wow, those are specific.
I called them base notes, but I'm still taking that as Marcus was right. And y'all, ozone is that little bit of an electronic wisp that you might get while walking past a Ricoh office copier, but when blended into an aquatic sense, gives you that sense of open air, and I am getting that. I don't know how you'd build a sea spray accord, but I can definitely tell
it's in here.
It's in here, and again, that salt is beautiful.
So it's interesting, because I know we read sea spray and salty driftwood air, and we always talk about that ride at Disneyland that's trying to portray that. I feel like the Disneyland version goes crazy, citrusy, and orange in your face. This is the real version of that
Yes,
scent.
this is almost that scene where they're going over the water in Malibu, and you're getting that like scratch and sniff sticker of the sea spray air.
Right.
This is what they should have done.
Yeah.
And then from here, I'm kind of shamwoozled because for me, this is about those top notes. I think 80% of what I'm getting has already been defined there, but I don't think you'd get as vibrant or beautiful a painting without the canvas that we're about to describe, because I think the reason I can sense those top notes the way I do is they're sitting on these base notes the way they are. So heart notes, earthy and coastal, start with
cypress and beechwood, which one is beechwood? I don't know, but I know what they're talking about.
beechwood aged. I've heard it.
Then we have patchouli and coastal pine. Oh.
Let's have a grown-up conversation. I don't get the patchouli. I think it's there to support the pine, but I do get a tiny wisp of those pine needles and the fresh morning air through them. I never would have suspected it was pine, and now, like, it's all I can smell. That's really funny.
I knew there was something crisp. I thought that was part of the sea spray portion,
Right.
but I totally get. It's almost like that other one we had the other day that had cucumber in it, and we're like,
Right,
that makes so much sense, but I never would have put it there. And that's this one, like pine. I never would have thought to put it in here, but that green crisp side, it's here.
This is hilarious. Well, this is funny. I have a friend of mine who's on the Kinky Boots cast recording. She was in the show on Broadway.
Right.
So when I listen for her voice, it's all I can hear. I grew up with her. But when I don't, when I just kind of take it in as the entire company singing, it's almost impossible for me to hear her. So what's cool is when I see pine,
Right.
and I go, wait a minute, let me smell for that. It goes, pine, and it's beautiful. And for like 30 seconds, that's all I can smell.
Right.
And then suddenly it goes away. And now
Just disappears into the rest.
I'm having trouble finding it.
Right.
That's what tells you that that is a keynote and an inspired one. That's a giant part of what's going on in here.
Yeah, if you gave me multiple choice, I don't think I ever would have picked that could have been in this scent, but it would not work without it.
And then as a perfumer, the magic's going to be how they ground it in these base notes, because these are the true canvas. And we start with cedarwood. I'm not sure if this is an Atlas cedarwood, but it's more gentle of an idea. It's not like a pencil sharpener shade in cedarwood.
I think it's just keeping it in those sandy tones, like
Right.
that color, because like there is no sand scent note, but somehow these lighter woods are bringing that sandiness through.
And again, why I need to start thinking more outside the box as a perfumer.
Right.
Vetiver. You wouldn't think vetiver, grassiness, would have a place in an aquatic. I would have instantly just scrolled left and been like, okay, what else you got? But here,
Right?
beautiful. And like I said, it's that canvas that the aquatics are sitting on. I'm not sensing it as grass in here.
No.
I'm almost sensing it more as like a seaweed sort of.
Yeah, and I think it disappears with the pine. Like there's almost something just keeping
Right.
the pine whiff going, and
Right.
it must be in there. And then we have amber, which I get that warmer sand thing. It's got to be with the help of that and the musk that follows.
A little bit of vanilla in there with that yellow amber, beautiful. And then musk, which I would not be surprised if there was a little gray amber, also known as ambergris, in there for the aquatic. Who knows? But maybe a little galaxolite. I think something cleaner is going on in here. What are you getting from the musks?
It's funny because when I first used to always read musk, I would think dirty for some reason, but this is not. This is almost approaching like what you would try to do to put in your laundry to make it smell fun
Right.
and clean. But it's not that. Oh, there's a little description here. Close your eyes and you're there. Feet dangling in emerald water. Seafood on the grill. Hey, the sun beginning to set over the boat. It's clean, masculine, and quietly powerful, just like the moments that inspired it.
I'm not getting much seafood, but the rest of it is
Yeah.
absolutely there. And I love descriptions like that. It just puts you there right next to Eric and his family, and I love that.
And now that we've whiffed this, if I close my eyes, I do feel like I could visualize that type of family escape together. It's wonderful.
And y'all, this is my new Herald brush from the Razor Company. How am I supposed to resist this purple? And y'all, this knot has one heck of a backbone, and there's like 6 to choose from. This is my copper ore bowl from the KUN workshop. You know, when I first got my KUN bowl, I got the larger size, but I enjoy the smaller size better, I think. The bigger one's a little bit better on camera. You can really see how the lab is being made. But when it's just me alone in the bathroom, I like this size. Oh, it's a little bit softer than Bone Thames Barbershop was. I think this is a new base.
I think
new
so, too.
formulation. And we have heard from a little bird named Doug Lane that he is a ginormous fan of this new base from the Cajun Blade. And if you've tried the bases from Adopted Acres, you know he's no slouch himself.
Is it already changing? If you add water, I feel like it's going to be a whole new thing.
No, but just to delight my soul, I think I just caught one common scent note between this and Bone Thames, and I love it.
A few moments later.
I'm getting the florals, but in a very candied way. Are you sensing that?
Did we actually read a floral? Hold on. I don't think we did.
Wait.
We're crazy.
Wait.
What?
What?
Ozone and sea spray must have some magic. Maybe the salty driftwood air. Somebody in there is hiding a floral, y'all.
Somebody's got one on their lapel.
And there's no fruit.
At least. You'll smell better just watching this. We have failed you. We have failed you. We, on behalf of the Barbershop Duet, I'd like to apologize for failing you so
We're big
miserably
fat liars.
on this soap. This is neither fruity nor floral.
Clearly what we want to try and pretend we know what we're doing.
Now, hold on. We do know from Monica at Vanulay that not every artisan lists every scent note on their packaging. She's got 200 scent notes in some of those. You'd have to give everybody a second tub.
So maybe hiding under these accords.
That's what I'm saying.
I think there's a little things hinting at least what we think we can grasp.
Right. And y'all, you can't just go to Perfumer's Apprentice and buy a sea spray essential oil. You know what I mean? Like, they had to perfume that. They had to perfume salty driftwood air and build an accord, mostly of things that you probably can't even pronounce. So it makes perfect sense to me that it would have been done with a little bit of a light floral. But the idea that your mind is supposed to get is that beautiful sea spray off a Florida coast.
I mean, it does say fresh and uplifting, and that is undeniable. Earthy and coastal, we're there, grounded and masculine, but in the lightest way I think we've seen in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, the red color in your strawberry frappuccino technically comes from cockroaches. So, there's floral in here.
That is a mighty fine lather, my
Y'all,
friend.
it's gorgeous, and this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the One If by Sea Whiff on 3, 1, 2. Oh my God.
Yeah? Things have happened?
Hold on, smell that. I mean, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, but it's the concentrate.
Yes.
This is what Eric
we're there.
perfumed. This is gorgeous. I'm getting that sense of sandy, rocky stone even in this now. It got a little colder.
Which is crazy, because I feel like we've tried to name some of that in other kind of summer fun beachy scents before, but this is doing it in a whole different way. When we say sandy, clean beach, like it's that powdery, fresh, clean.
And how you got that ozone to sit in a bed of sand without even a trace of anything metallic is absolutely inspired. This is so beautiful.
And it doesn't have the sunscreeny vibe for me.
Right. That's important. I'm so glad you're here. There is not an ounce of copper tone or anything like that in here. This is like a perfumer's version of everything natural about an aquatic.
It's the place. It's not the people necessarily in it.
Right.
Like, I feel like he's helping give us a glimpse of where they go for family vacation. Like, he personified that somehow.
Right. And y'all, it may not offer any UV protection, but I'm about to put some of this splash on. You want to come along? So Doug Lane said we were going to absolutely be sham-wowzled at how this lather coats the face. So why don't we do a little test? But, look at that. Can you even feel the bristles?
Barely. And that's a pretty dense, like, good backbone on that brush.
Right.
Ooh, it's got a nice padded slickness going on.
Y'all, look at this. Look at the consistency on this thing.
I think Eric is more of a straight edge razor, and that was something Douglas said too. Like, there's something that's in this that makes you feel a little safer when you're going at it with the straight. We are not brave enough for that yet, but this slickness and padded feeling, I can totally understand why that's helpful.
Jeremy Fletcher did send me one for the day I do get a little brave or intoxicated, but that's pretty unlikely. I was supposed to take this off just now, but I'm enjoying this way too much, both how it smells and how it feels. This undergoes quite a transformation into the lather. And y'all, we got calm as we see them. There's a lot of florals in here, and they are absolutely masculine and gorgeous.
This base does feel a little different than the other one. So I'm curious when we do your shave later. We waited for him to shave so we could do this. But I feel like I'm curious for you to get that actual different in action.
I might just go grab the hen's right now.
I do love the hot sauce idea. I think on the Etsy page, they may even sell some hot sauce. I'll have to go dig again.
Seriously?
Or my brain just recreated that in a dream. I don't know.
Oh, we watch the hot ones with Sean Evans, so I love having a splash in a hot sauce bottle. All right, I can take some of this in. Would you like a little bit?
Yes, I
There we
would.
go. All right.
Okay.
Just a little reminder not to take life too seriously. Oh,
This is a little
holy
different.
crap!
Hold on.
Yo, this is different. There's more stuff in here. Wait, what?
I almost got like a little bit of a crisp martini action.
Anise? I'm getting underneath the surface of this. The woods are more spicy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Like, this you could totally wear to the office somehow.
man.
Something in there got a little bougie. It's still real. I'm still in that place. But this is like, I've kind of zoomed out a little bit more.
Herby, grassy, and all with the sweetness of your favorite 1960s cologne.
Right.
You know, the Avon one, the Wild Country.
It's like, instead of it being so sandy, the woods are now more a wood somehow.
That's what I was going to say. Like, this smells like I'm putting my nose up against a real piece of driftwood or like a real surfboard.
Right?
Like, this
Like
is
Swiss
wild.
Family Robinson made the
Yes.
raft.
Yes.
That's where we're at.
Now it's way more herby than floral in the splash.
Okay, smell
That's
on me, though. Is
Gorgeous.
that more
Well, you
floral?
always add a little bit more sweetness and
There's
powder to
something,
it.
I think that part is still, but
No,
I mean,
they're
the wood's
pretty
there.
similar. They're pretty similar.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Almost like that hotel lobby, clean, brand new carpet and freshly painted walls kind of sense. It's an entire Florida vacation in this.
It just got a little more dressed up. Like, if I wanted to wear this to the luau dinner kind of thing after, like, there's something just a little more bringing that to the surface.
And I love that the woods are allowed to have a little bit more of their dry qualities and let the other sweet, scent notes, the ozone, the salt spray, sweeten them up like they naturally would on a beach.
I don't think they have EDTs or EDPs, but this is one you would
TikTok,
not want to wear
I'm
off.
just saying. Adopted Acres is hinting at
Yeah.
EDPs.
So maybe if we poke Eric a little bit too.
Right.
Just saying.
Moon Subs, looking at you.
I don't know if we need to both vote on this, but I would put my vote in for the masterpiece list on this one.
100% agreed. Y'all nominated and seconded. This is the 13th member of our 2025 Masterpiece Collection on the Barbershop Duet. Congratulations, Eric. This truly is an accomplishment of both scent and lather.
It's just like, it is an aquatic, but it's done in such a different way. It's one of those postcard, like it's taking us to a destination, a location, like a transport. I think that's the word that we use. It's transported.
The friendly, accessible Blue de Chanel Aqua de Gio. It doesn't insist upon being itself. It lets itself become you and lets you adventure out onto the water for the evening. Absolutely beautiful.
Like, we talk about that as a crowd-pleasing scent. This is probably one of our most crowd-pleasing aquatics.
10 out of 10?
Yeah.
10 out of 10. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Eric, the Cajun Blade, out in the Gulf of Mexico in the middle of one of his 21-day stretches, dreaming about what the next scent in his shaving soap is gonna be. You could easily grab a beloved homage and throw it in there, or maybe something inspired by a famous literary character or something like that. But what Eric's gonna do? He's going to open an old photo album and go back in his memories to a time when he and his family were literally having the time of their lives on a beach in Florida, and he's going to invite you to come along for the ride so you can get your own. So head over to the Cajun Blade store on Etsy.com to find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Destin Breeze, a phenomenal formula, and I think I might know why. One of the ingredients on this is not just tallow. It's grass-fed Louisiana beef tallow. Does that make a difference? Y'all, I grew up eating steaks in California. Then I went to Texas. Right, Eric? Y'all, things are different and not all beef are created equal. That might be part of the secret to this, but it can't be all of it because it is a sensational shave. Felt absolutely safe. My razor was afraid of it. And what a beautiful scent. It just burrows deeper into my soul every time I smell it. Eric, thank you so much for this. We'll be back. Welcome to Messages.
So for our July giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get this custom brush from Opus Brush.
Yeah, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible is send us an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first August episode to see if it's you who has won this amazing brush.
Best of luck.
Well, it is always so nice when an artisan as kind as Eric believes in our little show and sends us out something for free to review. But it's even nicer when it's a frickin' masterpiece and you would have bought it yourself 10 times over. Buddy, thank you for sending these out to us. But even more, thank you for doing this level of work for our little wet shaving community. When I am standing in front of my shaving mirror and I have 10 minutes to myself to go anywhere in the world I want to go with anyone I want to go with, thank you for giving me this extra special option to choose.
I love that Destin Breeze now means something to us. I think if we saw this before, we didn't quite get it. So I'm so glad we got this under our noses and we read the experience that brought this along. And now we kind of, anytime we want to escape ourselves, we got a whiff in a bottle and in a soap just for us. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.